Good morning. Welcome back to Silverrun Forest. It's crazy. I checked the map this morning, and it doesn't say that this is ready to harvest. It is. It says it. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, we're up here to harvest it. We got some wheat, which we can keep for the chickens. The best thing about this harvester is you just dunk, drop that. Pick it up, fold it, and it is good to go. It's a beast, I tell you. It's a beast. I love this thing. It's just, yeah, super handy. Don't have to worry about trailers and getting hung up on anything. It's just falling off. It's just, yep, wheels pop out and off you go. So that's what we've got here today. I'm not exactly too sure how much longer we're going to stay on this map. It's sort of the same now. Like, it's not really anything new to do. I'm thinking about doing a bit of a series on the Hinterland map by Omatana. Maybe give that one a bit of a shot. We've also got the Bloomfield Canada one going. I think we're up to like episode 5 or 6 on that. So yeah, I don't know. We'll do this one for a little bit longer. Maybe I think we're up to 30 episodes. Maybe do another 5 or 10. I don't know. Some of the videos I've done have been like an hour long, so it's sort of like we've done 50, 60 episodes anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to find all of the collectibles first. So we'll have to have a look around and revisit some spots that we like. There's some parts of the map that we haven't even gone near yet, so we've sort of had enough to keep us busy around town. We've still got some more trees we need to clear out on the property to get that view a little bit better, the ones that we planted. And I think the sawmill, I'll just put cruise control on for a second, the sawmill I think is still close to being jam-packed. 109,000 litres, and there's still 2 trailers or more sitting up there, so we'll have to sort that out as well, I guess. Still got a weight sitting up there, look. I wouldn't mind seeing the new trees start to sprout a little bit too. But it'll be cool to see how much, you know, I've never really ended a map and sold everything off, so might be good to do that. See how much we got sitting there in materials and things like that. A lot of our productions are chock-a-block full, overfilling. So we sort of can lay off those for a little bit and just maybe see what they produce and settle it all off. But hopefully we get about 18, 20,000 litres from this. So what are we at now? Nearly 14,000, so I don't know. Anything's better than nothing. I was thinking about bringing Sadie up here and collecting the straw. But, something different. I was just doing a map in Bloomfield. Accidentally picked up the wrong contract. It was huge. I think I collected like 800,000 litres of straw off the field. Wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, so we're going to get 18 or 19,000. That's pretty good. Nice yield off such a small little field. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Get around and get this last little bit done. That's not bad. That's more than I was expecting for sure. Cool, lads. Turn that off. Fold the header. Attach it. The downside is obviously you can't fold up the harvester because it's got product in it. So we will scoot that back down to our silo. Throw that in there, and as the chickens, I think the chickens are doing okay for feed. They'd be getting close to empty though, I think. Get on the road and we'll have a look. That's another cool thing about this. It does 46, 47. So, you know, it gets it done. So let's look at the animals. Chickens, where are we? Yeah, they need more food. Their eggs are full. So we've got to clear out the slurry at the cows. That's 100,000 litres. So yeah, we've got a few little things that we can do to keep us busy for the day. I think the slurry we can use in one of our production buildings now. I'll double check that. Otherwise we can just sell it. Not a big drama. But I think if we top off all the animals with their food, even if we don't sell the stuff, just pull it aside so the more can empty into it. I think we've got some floor tiles here that need to be collected, and yep. Yeah, we've got a few productions that need some love. We haven't done that for a couple episodes. I've just been letting it stack up, and when they fill up, just moving things out of the way. Squeeze through here with the top open. Yep. That's good. Park this up here beside the oh, got the cedar there, so we can't park it there. We'll park it here. Missed it a little bit there. It's parked in here and all packed up, neat and tidy. Good to go. So we've still got to clear out some of these trees here. Looks like our corn is doing good. Fully fertilized. I want to clear these trees out along here. Got a little bit to do. Where is Sadie? I think that's over near the metal production building. So we need to send Sadie up to the field we just done. We can collect the straw up there with that. Bring that back down, put it into our production. I think we're going to need to get our TLX over here so we can grab our trailer for the milk. What have we got over there? Okay, we've got all the wool to go out. That's a lot of wool. They're busy. They've been getting busy. We haven't turned this thing on yet. How are we going over here? Lots of cheese. That didn't work any way I wanted it to. I think all of our things are full because I don't think that the chip production's moving fast enough for the stock that we've got. Yeah, we've got lots of vegetable fat, but it's moving slowly. It's getting done. Lots of cheese, the butter's full, everything's full. So these don't auto load, we've got to lift them in separately. The excess wood that we had I threw in here, about 12,000-13,000 litres, so we've got Heaps of wood pellets and furniture being made, so we can empty that out soon too. But yeah, looking good. Right, I'm gonna go and get the truck, and we'll be back here so we can get all this milk and slurry sorted. Okay, we're all loaded up with the last of the slurry. Bring it over here to empty it out. We'll just sell it off because we can't use it anywhere else. It was digestate that I can use, not slurry. Doesn't stay emptying by itself, the bugger. All that metal sitting over there. It's a slow one. Maybe while I wait and we'll jump in Sadie and try and get that up to the put the Uber worker in there and he can head up to the farm for us. Gonna drop up there. Hopefully they make it up there without any damage, but we can pick up all of the mind blank, all the straw. Alright, that is done. It was, come on, there we go. That magically washes it out too, so now we can use it for the milk. Which I was going to put the milk over in the production plant there, but it's chock-a-block full of cheese and butter already, so we don't really need it. We can get some of the straw maybe we can get put in here as well, because we're going to need some in here and some food very shortly. Just throw that in the sell point as well. Let that be gone. Because in our productions we have everything's sort of got stuff going on except for that crop greenhouse. How's that going for stuff? Oh, it's going to need some water, so we might take some of that over. But this is all full of cheese, milk, butter. It's got everything, so we don't need to put it anywhere else. Everything's just full, so there's no point sending it out and doing anything with it for that part, for that side of it. Need to get some water for our greenhouse. Been a long time since we put anything into that. Should be enough. 10,000 litres. Oh, looks like one of our workers is blocked over there. The Uber is not in session. Hurry up, we've got to go and fix it before it says cannot do it. That was fine now, that'll be right. Head down here with this fertilizer. Not sure if it's this field or the one next to it. Could probably come up here and do some mowing too, get it a bit tidied up. Maybe pick the grass up with Sadie and turn it into silage. Wish I could fix this road. I don't know what to do down here because it won't let me I don't think it'll let me paint to under the road, if that makes sense. Won't let me do it. That's a bummer. Oh, that's all fully fertilized. I thought it was this one, maybe it's the other, the one near the sawmill. The old Fiat, she's just going strong. Can't beat it at all. And it there, and oh, right in front of the car. Good job. Did Sadie make it up there? There we go. Unfold and turn on. Just eating it up. Probably goes a little bit too fast sometimes, in all honesty, if there's such a thing. Can make it a little bit hard to making sure you get it all. And every now and then it sort of just digs in, even on a flat space, it'll just dig in and go donk and sort of kick you up. But it is very handy for what it can do, especially for the rocks. Alright, well I'm going to finish getting this done and we'll see you back at the red production building to unload it. Right, we're just heading back. We've got 80 or almost 80,000 litres in it, so we'll see if we can turn the dump side onto the right. Drop some straw in here for the cattle. Get them topped back off. Done deal. So now we can drop this into our red production building down here and maybe turn it into some silage or something that's useful. I'll also have a look and see what we got there, see if we can make our own mixed ration yet. I passed the train crossing. This field here, it's grass still. I'm not sure if we should just mow it and then turn it into something that's usable for us, because at the moment we've got too much grass fields. It's just not worth it. No need for it. So what have we got in here that we can use for the straw? We can make straw silage. What about mixed ration? What do we got for that? Hay and silage. Hay, silage and straw. Hay, silage, straw and mineral feed. We can turn grass into hay, so we could do that with one of our... Let's turn that off. We have a fair bit of silage sitting there, so maybe we just, the next grass we get, we can turn into hay. And then we can turn the hay, straw and silage into total mixed ration. That could be something cool to do as well. So that might be on the cards, is bring the mower down, mow these fields off and plough it up. put some seed down, and Bob's your uncle. We've got to get some total mix ration now at the moment for the cattle, so we'll just buy some from the sell point over here. I think if we just put 20-30,000 litres in there, that should be plenty. Oh, brakes worked, that was good. There you go. 20, I'll put it there just in case. Back on the left hand side so we can throw it in here for the cattle. We're gonna have to come and pick up all this wool and see how they're going for feed. Not sure if this will fill it up. Maybe. Maybe not. We're going to fill them up, but it's going to keep them going for longer anyway. That's the main thing. Collect all the manure in the back of Sadie. That's what this thing's handy for. It's just, don't need a trailer and a car. It's just all lined up. Does it all for you. Manure must weigh a fair bit. It takes a bit to get this thing off the line when it's had the poo in it. And the stones are the same way. They're heavy, obviously, so. Get that emptied out, making a bit extra cash for us. Alright, we'll get this done. And then we'll sort these sheep out. Okie dokie, well we've mowed all the grass over here. I don't know why that tractor's sitting there with nobody in it. Get that out of the way. But we've mowed all of this so we can plough it up. Move this out of the way so we can unblock the road. I was going to just sit it there, but I'll just park it here out of the way for the minute. Unfold Sadie. Yeah, this thing's super handy for picking up grass. It's like, oh, I missed to pump that back up by accident, my bad. It does all sorts of things, so you can, yeah, grass, rocks, straw, whatever you want. You don't want to go too fast. If it's big piles like this, you won't pick it all up. But what I was sort of doing was, once we've done this, was go around the outside with like some asphalt or some gravel. And then once we plough it or cultivate it, it sort of gives us an edge. We're not having to go right up against the fence line. I'll make it a little bit easier, a little bit neater. It's already, what's that, 23,000 litres already, wow. It's pretty gnarly. Yeah, probably something like that, gravel along the edge there, we might put along the fence line up there. And then that way, it does that every now and then, bounces like that, on flat ground. Try and lift it up a tad so it's not rolling and see what it does then. I might do that while everyone's here with me. What do you got? Flagstones, don't need that, that's too fancy. Gravel, that looks like this, doesn't it? That's the one. I think if we can, doesn't matter if we go too big, so we can always cultivate it back later. Oh, it's not going to let me do it there, is it? That's a pain in the bum. Not going to let me do it. But I can't go... I don't own the land, so... No, it's not going to let me get anywhere near that. Well, that's unfortunate. What we might have to do is just plough all of it as far as we can to the edge line. And hope for the best. Hopefully the grass won't regrow. That ruins my plan. I was going to try and put a nice little lip, nice edge right around the outside. Unfortunately we can't, so we're going to have to try and get it as close to the fence and the road as we can, just to make sure it's all the grass is gone. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit of lip of grass around the outside, we're only putting crops in, so not too fussed, but it would have been nice just to tidy it right up. 55,000 litres already, this thing's bloody full. I was not expecting this much grass off this field. Sort of scary to think how much grass is going to be on the one near the house now, isn't it? It's like way bigger than this. Alright, I'll keep collecting all of this up, and then we'll get back to it and we're going to cultivate it all out. Alright, so I probably should get a smaller cultivator for this, because I think it's going to be a bit of an issue keeping it close to the fence, but let's see how we go. That's what's weird, because I have been able to paint along here before. I have filled this in. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. But this seems to be working okay for now. It's clearing the grass. Maybe we could run this around the road along the front and near our other farmhouse to get all the grass out from under the road if it lets us do that. The hardest part's going to be getting this into the corner. Maybe we need a smaller one. Get that tight edges, but we'll reverse it up, see what we can do. It doesn't have to be perfect. But the neater, the better. That's not too bad. That's better than I expected. Like that. I'm trying to watch the cultivator, but then I watch this tractor and it's shooting off, so I'm steering it in and out and getting all wibbly wobbly, but we're getting there. Look at us go. I don't know if I want to go right up to the road there, so we might just see if we can get like a bit of a straightish edge, I guess. That's not straight at all doing it that way, but we can always straighten it up and put some grass down in between. Not a perfectly straight field anyway, so we can't do a whole bunch about that. But I know up here where the grass is on the road, we might try and cultivate a fair bit out there. The grass doesn't grow on the road. Oh, it sounds silly, but can't pave it, can't fix it, so if we do this, maybe grass won't grow back through. Do it all the way up just so we know it's consistent, and then we might come along and put some asphalt on the inside. That seemed to go okay. There's some gravel. As we're going to cultivate along here anyway, it doesn't really make a difference how much mess we make, because we'll tidy it all up with the cultivator with a nice edge. At least this is going to get the dirt and the grass out of the way. Oops. Costing us money doing this obviously, but at least it's going to tidy it up for us if we can keep it neat and tidy ourselves. That way we can now make our own little edge. And if we don't bring it right to the corner, at least we're going to have a consistent edge of the road. And because it's only laid out by the cultivator, we can run over that and clean it up ourselves if you want. Like if I come through here now, if I wanted a perfectly straight edge, what I usually do is like, I'll come on the inside of where I want to go like this, and just make it as straight as I can, which is about probably there. That's about as straight as I can get it. And then if you want to get that fully squared off, you can bring the worker in on the other side and it will go dead straight along that. It won't do it first when you're breaking ground, but it will do it after. So if I say we lift it, let's go to here because we don't know how far we're going to have our property line. So if I want to tidy that up and make it nice and straight, I'll get it just on the dirt that we've already done a little bit. Drop it down and just press worker. Now the worker usually will run a dead straight line along that for you. So if you want a nice square field, always do a line by yourself inside and then put the worker off on the outside, and you can usually get a nice dead straight line like he's doing there now, or she, they. And that's how I square off my field if I'm doing a square field. Not too hard, not too not hard work at all really. It's just, if you want a square edge, that's the best way I found to do it. But don't let them stop by themselves, because sometimes they won't. They'll just keep going flat out straight past it. When field creator mode's turned on, they're balls to the wall. They just keep going. They do not care at all. I'm thinking if that's a straight line there, we're not going to be able to go all the way up to that with a straight edge. Let's just say we'll call it here for now, and the rest we can just curve. You can always try and do it like this. If you can keep it perfectly straight, you can make your own straight edge, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I tend to do a row on the inside like I'm doing now, and then put the worker up on the outside. So you can see it'll zigzag itself a little bit, jump out to the left or the right. It's just, that's a bit of a pain in the bum. Like it's going to go to the right here in a second. See, there you go, steps itself out. There's not a whole lot you can do about it unless you're perfect, and I'm not. So that's what I do that way. Then that way the worker will start. The worker won't work on a blank field usually, but he will work beside a field that you've already lifted. So if I put the worker on, we'll try and get cultivator over a little bit further. there, I reckon. Hopefully enough for him to get the other side in. But that's how I do my edges on my fields. Depending on how long you want and where you want them. Once we get to the edge here where it's close to the road, we'll probably slowly curve it around. That won't be perfectly square, but I'm not really fussed about that on here because the field's not square as it is. But I just wanted to show you that in case anyone wondered how I get the square edges. And I'm sure other people have got different ideas and different ways of doing it. That's just mine. Getting a bit close to the road here, so we'll probably try and cut it off about there. And then to make the corner, I'll probably just drop him down. Because we've got that gravel there now, it doesn't sort of matter how close or how far we go. And just make a nice little field edge. And because it's the same gravel, about the same distance to the fence line on the other side, just makes it, I don't know, it's just me being silly, but it just makes it look a little bit neater in my eyes. When I done this field last time, I didn't realise I was going all the way to the road edge and there was going to be grass growing in the road, so yeah, if I want to get that the same, I can just come here to landscaping, painting, gravel, and hopefully we can do something like that. We don't own that land there, so we can't, but looks similar-ish, if that's a thing. Alrighty, well that is where we're going to leave it for this episode. We're going to jump back inside, chill out for a little bit, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and if you can, give us a like and a subscribe, and leave a comment.